Hello, is this thing way too loud or not? Or is it way too quiet? Testing, I'm unmuted. Is it too loud or is it too quiet? Talking again. I'm trying to talk again so we can check the volume. Volume check. Hee hee hee. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yay. When Boop gets in, we can get rid of the pause menu, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Me too. Oh, someone's talked in the chat, but I don't know how to view the chat from OBS.
Oh, I don't, here, I will pull it up on YouTube while we wait, and I'll see what they said.
Oh, it was just someone saying sounds fine on my end.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, person who said sounds fine on my end.
Yeah, Sayoth? I don't know how to pronounce that, but
Yay. Oh yeah, should I set, for the PNGtubers, should I set our server nicknames as the, like above our little characters, or should they stay hidden?
I mean, I think they can stay hidden. I think that would be alright.
Alright.
Well, we got 3 watchers. I mean, and one of them is me, because I got the chat
I think
open,
one of them
but...
might be me too.
Oh.
That's still like one more person than I usually
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. And it's, yeah, it's one more person than I get too, because I don't live stream.
Yeah. I guess the only time I've tried to live stream was with drawing, and my computer's not really built to draw and live stream at the same time.
Yeah, that would be a pretty, taxing thing. Oh yeah, you did. You did put their the perfect draw stuff in the description.
Yeah. That's why I set it up so early, because I knew if I waited till now, I'd forget all the information I needed to put in the description.
There he is.
Hi.
Hello.
We are all here.
I made it. I set up.
Yay. Now we can
Alright,
let our guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the middle.
Yay.
It's so cool to see him move.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty neat. It is.
That's so cool. Hang on, I gotta test it. I gotta see. It works. That's so
Wait,
cool.
does that happen when we mute? What?
Yeah.
There's an extra option when we mute.
Oh, that's delightful.
I'll
That's
show you
awesome.
mine. Where's my mute button? Mute.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
That's so wonderful.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, I guess if we're gonna get started, might as well start the right way.
Yeah.
So welcome one person and possibly more watching this to RAICARD, which is our perfect draw campaign, which we have it linked in the description. The itch.io page where you can check out the game. It is a TTRPG based off of trading card game anime like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Card 5 Vanguard. Created by SummonGames, NoraJeanHaynes, and IrisCassandra Saintclaire. So if you all enjoy this, definitely give it a look. They have a free demo on there, so you guys can test it out at home.
Yeah.
And
I got a free demo, and it should cost like what, $15?
yeah, like the base
PDF?
price, yeah, $15. Uh-oh.
I also sell a physical, so I think you got to go looking for it.
Yeah,
Why do I keep bouncing
Japan.
when I'm talking?
Yeah. So I am the game master, Penguin CJP, or Pen for short, and I will be playing Sakugo, my neighbor, who loves RAICARD over everything else, and I mean everything. Literally everything. Everything else sucks.
I'm Nerb, owner of this channel, and I'm gonna be playing, I can't get into character as easily, but Noba, what am I again?
I don't know, to be honest. You're a creature.
Yeah!
Critter. And I actually forgot which username I go by for my YouTube channel. Normally, because I've mostly gone by a variation of my Discord name, Capsized Gloom, but I believe it is Capsized Moons.
Yes, that is your channel name.
Yes. I'm going to be so honest. I had an idea for a voice for Ipswitch, but I think it's too gross and uncomfortable to listen to all the time. It's because it was going to be based off of the voice Meat Canyon did for their on Creepcast for their episode Dagon's Mirror when he was voicing a fishman.
Ah.
So he was going to sound something like this. Would talk very breathy and slow.
But I don't know if that'd be very good to listen to.
I mean, it's
in long sentences.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I just think it's hilarious because I'm just imagining that voice as he's doing something very mundane. Like, he has to go into gas stations to order things with that voice.
I would like pump 5, please.
I can't think of any other voice though. That's the problem. So I might just go with that.
No, I mean, I'm cool with that voice. I think it's great.
That works.
Yay!
All right. So,
But okay.
if I guess we'll just check if everyone's ready, and then we'll actually dive in.
I'm ready. I'm spaghetti.
I'm ready-o.
All right, and I'm ready to go. So, the world of RAICARD. A world of battles, of passion, of skill, of friendship. A world that is dominated by the almighty, very popular card game RAICARD, where RAICARD battlers battle using their cards with monsters. And our game takes place in the small town, a shore town at the edge of Asia called Patch City. The reason why it is called Patch City is because of all the walks of life you can find there. You can find people from everywhere. You can find humans, you can find fish people, you can find dragon people, you can find fairies, though that part's kind of up in the air. There hasn't been concrete proof that fairies exist yet, but they might as well. I mean, everything else seems to exist. And we set our sights at Patch Stadium, which was initially a just general sports stadium for like baseball, mainly baseball because Asia loves baseball. But ever since RAICARD blew up in popularity, thanks to the Raisho Corporation, it has been turned into a RAICARD battle stadium for local tournaments. And tonight is the night of the Patch City local tournament, and we have a few competitors that are arriving in order to compete. So, in the sort of like waiting room that connects to the stands, everyone who has applied to come inside, and they can also have like a person or two as like guests who are coming to watch, but they can like go into the waiting room with them. They are waiting for the first match to be announced, and our trio are like conveniently just like a couple feet away from each other. Like there's a couple other people here other than us and our tag-alongs, but we are like the closest to each other that we can be. So I'm imagining that we have a couple people who are incredibly excited. However, the most excited is by far the very short, guppy-like fish girl who is oohing and aahing at literally every little thing she can see. Because this is the first time that she has ever been to a stadium of any kind. So it's big, it's new, there's a whole lot of lights, and there's so many people.
Ipswitch is having to keep watch of Celeste every few seconds because he is terrified that she is going to run away. Like, if he looks away for even a nanosecond, he's terrified she's just gonna be probably like on the ceiling, on the walls. She's gonna have some like cards in her mouth. So he's just like continuing. Like he has her basically, like, by the scruff of her shirt. Like,
She
holding her.
she knows that if she or he knows that if there's a pane of glass, just like a window or especially a glass door there, she will go up and start sucking on the glass. He knows this.
He knows it.
He's
You know, but he's not saying much either. He is occasionally having to like hoist Celeste back, but normally it's just like heavy footsteps from his rain boots and some bit of labored breathing from time to time. But outside of that, he's keeping his eye on Celeste.
I love to imagine that there's like two battlers who are like watching from the distance. They're looking at Ipswitch and Celeste, and just the because from their perspective, they see, you know, this very innocent small child who's clearly very excited, and then this like dude who's completely covered up. Like they can hear his ragged breathing, and like he's wet. I'm imagining that he is wet. Like every time he takes a step, some water comes out of his rain boots, and like
I wouldn't describe him as wet, but he's like glossy.
Okay,
Like his entire person is glossy, and if you did touch him, your hand would be wet, but he looks glossy.
And they're watching from the distance, and they're just like, I hope that's her dad. I really hope that's her dad.
All they hear is just like,
and then the other one's just like, I mean, it could be her uncle. No, I need that to be her dad. And not quite as excited, but still incredibly excited is Sakugo, as he has been flipping through his deck for the past half hour because he got here early, which his first tag along, the purple short-haired Minoru Liko was very annoyed by. She agreed to coming with him to this tournament. She is not participating, but she was going to go with him to see how he would do. But they arrived an hour early because he just couldn't wait. So she's been a little peeved and has been quiet for the past half hour, but Sakugo has not noticed because, I mean, he's looking through his deck. Not because he's trying to optimize or anything. Nah, he's got the same cards. He hasn't pulled any new cards. He's just been like getting real hyped, and he's been shifting through his monsters.
Like when you're little and you get that one like pack of Pokemon cards from the dollar store.
Oh yeah,
keep flipping through them over and over again just to inhale every bit of detail.
He's just like, every time he passes a monster now, he's just like, all right, Neo, I know we can do this. Okay, Genesis, you got this. All right, Sniper. Like he just does it over and over again. And
like those two like ballers that were looking at Ipswitch, like just hear him mumbling, and it's just like, man, I hope that guy doesn't get like beaten to a pulp.
Yeah, like, oh man, like he's gonna lose in the first round, isn't he?
No, don't say that. Come on, it'd be depressing.
And next to him, who has also not been very quiet this whole time, is Sakugo's other tag along. The best way I can describe his hair is if his hair. So imagine like a broom, like the bottom part of a broom, the actual broom part of the broom. but like standing upright, and it's black. That's his hair. This is Tatsugumi Naru, who has been loudly proclaiming to everyone like who walks into the waiting area, like, "Yo, what's up? Name's Tatsugumi Naru. I'm gonna be the champ of this tournament." He says that every time to everybody who walks in.
He strikes a pose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like he does like the finger point up into the air, like number one.
No, I was more thinking it's the Vegeta pose where he points at himself.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's even better. That's even better.
I bet he's the kind of guy who tries to get his two other friends to do the Ginyu Force poses with him, but they won't do it, so he can't do a Ginyu Force pose.
Yeah,
I was thinking he succeeds just because it's like, yeah, no, fuck it, why not? It's funny.
Well, see, that's the thing. His only two friends are Sakugo and Minoru, and Minoru won't do it if her life depended on it. Sakugo, see, he would do it only in the context of RAICARD. If Tatsugumi asked him to do it just because, he would always just tell him, no, why? He's just like, "Plus, it would be awesome." And then he's like, "No, it wouldn't." And like, that ruined Tatsugumi's day every time. Every time he'd do that.
He has to bribe him with like a blind bag, like a new pack of cards.
they go down to the, "Look, man, if you do it for me, like, I'll get you the new booster pack."
The amount he's extorted from his friend. Like, you know those big trainer deck packs of Pokemon?
Yeah!
They come with like a fancy
booster
box.
boxes! Yeah! He has to buy him an entire booster box every time. Minoru's just like, "I don't know how you keep getting this money."
He's like,
Just don't ask my mom about weird charges on her credit card.
oh no. I was gonna say he's like Danji from Card Fight Vanguard Overdress, where he just works like 50 jobs.
That would be great. Yeah, I guess he would be old enough. I haven't really thought about that. You know what? Yeah, I like that idea now. You know what? He works at the card shop. There we go. They take it out of his pay every time he does that.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's still kind of a jerk move from Sakugo, but hey, it's all right.
It's like his coworkers are like, "Again? Yeah. Which one? I don't know."
They're just used to it at this point. So while that trio is stirring things up, because like, yeah, Minoru's being quiet, but she's giving off like such a negative aura that it's affecting people. Like they see Sakugo, they're like, "Oh, he's gonna lose. It's gonna be sad." They see Tatsugumi, "Oh, he's gonna lose," and I'm waiting to see it. And then they look at her and they're like, like, I don't want to talk to her. She looks like she would kill me.
Noba is personally getting a nostalgic vibe from her.
And then we move over to Noba.
Yes.
Now, Noba's friend, Andy, he's been waiting for this because he wants to see Noba win. Because he's seen what Noba can do. I mean, Noba can make RAICards, actual working RAICards, out of thin air. They're amazing. So Andy was the one who actually came up with the idea of Noba participating. However, the one who brought them to the tournament hall, Andy's father, Dave, he is not happy about that. Andy and Dave Dabrowski, and that's because the whole reason that Andy got that idea was because Dave wanted to participate in this tournament. But as soon as he heard that, Andy looked at Noba.
"Why don't you participate in this tournament? I'm sure you could win."
Oh yeah. That sounds like fun, but
And then Dave just up there. Did you forget your old man?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm sure you could do well too, Dad.
Just slumps down.
When you first described that, I thought he was going to be like J. Jonah Jameson. He's just kind of hard on the two, where it's like, listen now, we're going there so I can compete. You're not going to compete until you prove to me that you can compete.
Well, that's what he's been telling Noba. He's like, on when they actually arrived, he told Noba, all right, now you listen to me. You and me are gonna fight in the finals, all right? I am not going to consider you as a proper rival to me anymore if you can't make it to the rivals with me, because I know I'm gonna get to the finals. I know I am, but you, I don't know about you. So you better make it there.
one of when he's like being lectured, or they're being lectured, one of Noba's cards just like, I'm guessing it's like Dark One, is like Noba can hear them audibly cursing out this middle-aged man.
I love it too, because all of Noba's cards are like eldritch horror type things. So I love the idea that they look like that, but they just talk normally.
It's like that one Cuphead video where it's like, you is a motherfucker, you know that?
Yeah. That's what the Dark One actually sounds like. That's why Noba told the Dark One to not try to speak in battle if they can help it. Nova's just like, yeah, Andy's dad said those were no words.
I don't think Noba can realize that most people can't hear cards either.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That would make sense. But Andy, he looks to Noba.
Wow, there's more people here than I thought. You think you can beat them?
I mean, probably, but he just looks towards the gloomy girl, giving off like an aura of death. And he's like, or they're like, well, hope I don't have to fight that one.
Yeah, me too. She's scary.
And
I bet she's pulling like maybe a Camilla? Maybe, Noba starts mumbling to themselves about like potential cards that each person might have based on vibes alone.
And Dave, he just starts laughing.
You scared? I ain't scared of any of these chumps. I'll show you what a real RAICARD battle looks like.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you'll do your best.
He slumps over again. And a like drone, like it's basically like a drone with a little screen, flies into the waiting room, and a timer shows up on it, and it has 10. Goes down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then the screen shows like this cartoony face. And it says, all right, RAICARD battlers, your matches are about to be decided. And the first match for today is... And it starts like doing a roulette wheel. And...
It's like the Mario Party,
yeah.
Mario Party time.
Yeah. I'll have to put in that music for the edited version.
Yes.
Incredible.
As the roulette keeps spinning, everybody's waiting now. Sakugo wants to battle Tatsugumi. I mean, he wants to battle all of them, but he knows Tatsugumi, so he wants to battle Tatsugumi just because he knows him. Now, Tatsugumi wants to battle Sakugo specifically. Not just because he knows Sakugo, but for personal reasons. Obviously, Dave wants to battle Noba. Now, who does Noba want to battle?
I don't think Noba, well, Noba sees, like, the gloomy fishman and is, like, makes a little bit of a connection and is like, oh, maybe I could figure out what's been going on if I get to fight that guy.
And, Celeste is pointing at the drone.
Look, it's flying!
Switch is just watching, like, the drone and the little screen spin around and stuff. And is just hoping, like, both hoping it's him and both hoping it's not him. Because, well, he is, well, fairly excited to be here, though he isn't showing it because he knows Celeste is going to explode. He also doesn't want it to be him because he doesn't have anybody to watch Celeste. And he knows nobody here, and quite frankly, doesn't trust a soul here.
And as the roulette keeps rolling, Ipswitch does eye Noba. Now, prior to them actually coming to the tournament, Ipswitch had actually found Noba, searching for some very specific cards, unique cards, ones that no one else on the planet would have. And Noba appeared to have one of those cards. So Ipswitch, at least at first, when joining this tournament, was hoping to possibly snatch that card. And as the roulette wheel finally stops, Noba Nobody versus Xavier Ipswitch.
Whoa.
Daddy, it's you!
I know. Please, calm down. Try not to make a scene.
And, Dave, he's nodding his head. Well, I guess that gives us the chance to meet in the finals. You heard what I told you, Noba. You better not lose before you get to meet.
I'll try not to.
And Sakugo sees this.
Oh man, they could have all the fun. Oh well, hopefully it'll be a good match.
And he looks at Noba and Ipswitch. And as he looks at Noba, he has this strange feeling like he's seen Noba somewhere before. He can't put his finger on it. And he just kind of stares at Noba.
Noba waves like, hi?
And Sakugo, he waves back. And the screen starts rolling for the next matches. And Dave, he got one of the people who was like one of the people making comments about Ipswitch and Sakugo and everybody as his opponent. Now, Sakugo did get Tatsugumi as his opponent in the third round of the day, the third match, I should say. And Tatsugumi, he like pounds his fist into his hand. He's got a big smile on his face. All right, just what I wanted. And Minoru finally opens her mouth.
Are you sure you want this? you do realize that you have lost to Sakugo in every battle you've ever had. Yeah, well, today's gonna be different. Mm-hmm. And the roulette finishes. All right, battlers. All those who are not participating in the first match, please go to the stands.
Noba starts to head out into the field and, like, they trip a little bit. Like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they tripped on anything. It just seems like maybe they're clumsy, but it almost seems like they're not used to, or like they're not comfortable having legs.
Does Ipswitch want to try to help them?
Ipswitch would be heading over and just... Like, I want to know, Ipswitch is kind of big. Like, I'd say, like, average height. Like, tallest person probably here would be, like, relatively 6 foot. Ipswitch would be, like, 2 inches taller, so 8 feet. He's big.
Wait, what?
And he would, though instinctually, he would reach over to try and grab Noba to stop them from falling, because he's had to do that for Celeste so many times.
Could I have you roll a 2d6?
Where do I roll?
I have a RAICARD channel specifically for die rolls. It's under other characters. It's just called RAICARD.
I really need to get a new keyboard. Roll. Because all my key, 1, 2, and 3 key are really sticky for some reason, so they just don't work.
Oh no. 8.
Okay. And that would use your skill, which is high. So okay. So Ipswitch is able to fairly easily catch Noba, just like he would for Celeste. And Noba is caught off guard at first because, well, I imagine this has happened to Noba several times, and either no one was around to help them back up, or people were around but they just didn't do anything because Noba was able to pick themselves up. So this was the first time someone actually caught Noba from falling.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, Switch would like put Noba back on their feet, dust them off a bit, and then would just like, because I imagine in the other hand he's still holding Celeste. He would hoist Celeste up onto his shoulder and then continue walking to the battleground.
As he walks onto the battleground, the little drone flies up to him. No outside participants allowed. And it was specifically looking at Celeste as it said that.
Yeah, Switch would try and swat it away and continue on.
Noba notices like this a little bit, and they're like, Andy, can you be a babysitter? Maybe, I don't know.
Me, and Dave actually overhears, and he walks over. Hang on, what's going on here?
I want to point out, Ipswitch would hear the term babysitter and slowly turn. To him, he just normally turn. But for anybody looking at him, it's like he's about to... It's threatening. The way he turns.
Turns to Noba with like this, the anime thing where it's like the big looming shadow with the like shining lights for eyes.
This does not
doesn't
face
intend
Noba
it
at
to be
all,
like. He doesn't intend it to be slow and menacing, but it is.
And Dave approaches and sees the drone hounding Celeste, and she at first she thought it was cool, but then she started getting very uncomfortable because it kept flying like really close to her and saying that. And Dave quickly figures out what's going on. Hey, I know we don't know each other, but from a dad to a dad, I'm a dad, so I can help watch your kid for you.
Ipswitch would... Okay, what does he look like specifically? Because again, in my head, he looks like... For some reason, in my head, he looks like a mix of J. Jonah Jameson and Joey Wheeler. What does he actually look like?
So he looks like J. Jonah is not that far off, but he's a fairly large J. Jonah. Like he's just kind of large in all aspects. Like he's a bit muscular, he's a bit round, but he does have a more grown mustache than J. Jonah, but he has a mustache and very similar hair to J. Jonah.
So kind of like Omni-Man then.
Yes, yeah. Basically like Omni-Man if he gained a little weight.
All right. This is a fucking visual.
I imagine he wears like a plaid shirt.
A plaid shirt, khaki pants with like a very noticeable black belt.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm picturing later on he just brings a bathrobe like he does to wrestling matches.
Yes.
So he can throw it aside dramatically.
It's his signature.
That's when he gets into his wrestler persona.
But Ipswitch would look at him for a bit, and he would take Celeste off his shoulder and hand her to him, but he would lean down when doing it and just say,
I don't trust you much. None of you outsiders I trust, but you protect her with your life.
Hey, trust me, I protect my kid and any other kid with my life.
Ipswitch would sigh slightly and then lean back up while handing Celeste. No, he's still... I'm just imagining now he's holding Celeste like a cat. Like how a mom cat does to a kitten.
He hands her over, and as Dave takes her, he holds her like a regular child, and it's clear that Celeste isn't used to that. So I imagine she looks at his face, and the first thing she does is she raises her hands up and starts pulling on his mustache.
I thought you were gonna say she starts biting his hand. I don't know what's funnier.
What is this? That's the hair on my face, kid. Humans have hair on their face? She looks at Ipswitch with her mouth as wide as it can be. Like this blew her mind.
Ipswitch would nod his head, yes. They do.
I love how this means that Ipswitch not only never told her about mustaches, but they just never ran into a human that had a mustache. Dave takes Celeste over to the stands with him as she just she starts crawling over him like Spider-Man, but he does not mind. He just sits there and just kind of lets her do what she's doing, and Andy sits next to him, and he looks a bit worried, mainly because he's just I don't I hope that whatever this kid is doesn't hurt my dad. And Ipswitch gets into his corner as Noba gets into theirs. Sakugo, Tatsugumi, and Minoru sit in the stands. And Tatsugumi looks over at Minoru. So, you know anything about these two?
Can't say I do. I don't believe they've participated in any other tournaments. I don't recognize either of them.
Huh. You know, I thought you were supposed to be the brainiac here.
I wouldn't call myself that, but I am undoubtedly the smarter of you two.
Sakugo has not stopped looking at Noba the whole time and continues watching Noba. As the rest of the non-competitors for the match get into the stands, the drone flies back into the center of the stage before a lightning bolt comes down from the sky. It is nighttime, but there were no clouds out. But still, a lightning bolt falls from the sky, striking the drone. And as it explodes, out from the lightning is a fairly short young woman with, like, neck-length red hair with, like, two either, like, horns or, like, electrical prongs sticking out from her forehead. And she is riding inside of what looks like a UFO.
Hello, RAICARD battlers! It is me, your lovely hostess and announcer and judge, Raika!
And another lightning bolt strikes behind her as she says that.
Noba just like
Okay.
looks at her and is like, "Aren't those things expensive?" And is like pointing at the remains of the drones. Of the drone.
For me, I felt like because in the new season of Has-Been, they got Zach Hadel, creator of Smiling Friends fame. They got him to do some voice work, and they had a bit in the episode or the clip I saw where every time lightning struck, Zach would scream. And so I'm just but at the end of the clip, the lightning struck and the scream happened, and one character's just like, what the hell was that? What the fuck was that? So I'm just imagining that happens here where the lightning strikes a second time, and she's just like, huh? What?
She looks at the drone that Noba was pointing at, and then she looks behind her at, like, the staff room, and no one else can see it, but there is a guy in a suit with a very angry face looking at her through the window. And she looks back at Noba.
So, are you all ready for your battle?
Yeah.
Then it is time to decide who goes first with a coin toss.
So we are going to do heads or one for Noba going first, and tails for Ipswitch going first.
All right.
She tosses it up in the air.
Yippee.
Another lightning strikes, and then there's a weird scream sound that comes after that one. Like, the audience heard that.
That was Celeste.
Yes.
Celeste. She's used, like, I imagine Ipswitch has brought her on, like, boating trips and stuff, sailing the ocean. She's been through some heavy waves, but it's just she's never heard, like, lightning outside of the ocean.
I'm just imagining that her scream, like just for no reason at all, it sounds like Zach's scream. Like, everything else she says is normal, but her scream is that. And the coin then reveals, I mean, it's kind of charred, so you had to kind of squint at it to see it, but it reveals that Noba goes first as it hit heads.
Noba nobody starts off this match.
Okay.
And monitors on both sides of the field show their life counter as being 3, since this is a serious battle. So keep in mind that you cannot battle on your first turn. So, like, you cannot have a monster do an attack on your first turn.
Pokemon TGC app.
Yes, and you draw 2 cards. So you have your staples, and then which 2 cards would you like to bring into the battle?
Let me look at my deck really quick. I guess Spirit and Black Hole.
Okay. All right. So, as it is your turn, you can obviously play a monster, and then you can also play either an invocation or a staple.
I'm gonna play, or Noba's gonna play, what's a Spirit onto the field, and then Noba's gonna, play Summon Darkness, the staple.
Okay. Then, in that case, did you make a picture of... Yeah, you did. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I thought I remembered what Spirit looked like, but I had to look at the picture. Which I will edit that in once we make the edited video. So, Noba places down the card for Spirit, and a white ghost, or, well, I mean, it's kind of more like what Noba believes a ghost looks like. It's just kind of like a white thing with 2 black eyes and a mouth. Comes up out of the card, and you said you were also doing Summon Darkness?
Yeah, the staple one.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot Summon Darkness was that one. That was the creepiest one to me. And as Noba lays down Summon Darkness, Ipswitch can feel out of that card specifically what he was looking for. As a creature of shadow, a vaguely humanoid form comes out of the card, and it doesn't have a true face. It has like 3 white dots, which kind of resembles where 2 eyes and a mouth would be, but they're not in the right places, and they move on their own. Now, before we continue, I would like Ipswitch to roll to see regarding how much he actually knows about Noba, considering that he was tracking Noba before this. So this would be using your a trick up your sleeve ability.
Sure, should I roll for that? Trick up my sleeve. It's a
2d6.
2d6 again? Sure.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh
wow. Okay. So you
research.
Yeah, so you get 2 prep. Which that's going to be useful. So
Very.
Ipswitch has been watching Noba actually for a while now. Ever since there was an explosion at Andy's school, which was due to Noba having a RAICARD battle and winning a little too hard. Luckily, no one was hurt, but it was just like the sheer power of the cards. Normally, the cards are not that powerful, which is due to how the Raito Corporation makes them. They essentially use a technology built into the cards, which is why you can't just make them, where the cards create the AR images of the monsters, and the monsters have like some effect on the real world. Like, you can feel the energy of their attacks, but they're not meant to actually do real damage. There are exceptions to this, though. Ipswitch knows that there are cards that he has just referred to as god cards, where they hold creatures that are so powerful that they can affect the real world just from a regular RAICARD battle. And ever since he saw the story of what happened at that school, he has been trying to figure out what happened, who did that, and what that card was. And that someone was Noba. However, the only thing that he couldn't figure out was the exact card that Noba used. Because all of those cards that Noba used, he never heard of before. And he did every type of research he could. He looked everywhere on the internet. He even looked in the dark web. He went to his good buddy, who is the owner of the Maid Cafe, who he knows some things. He's got some access to some of the darker channels of the city where they get certain illegal cards. And he didn't even know anything about these cards. So he is very aware of what Noba is capable of. And he knows that he can't go easy, even if this is a small local tournament. So we will go back to Noba because your turn isn't actually over yet. Was there anything else you wanted to do? You can't attack, so I don't think there is anything in terms of the cards that you're really able to do this turn. So what is there anything else you want to do before your turn ends?
Noba's gonna pat Dark One, or like the Summon Darkness guy, on the head and be like, "Okay, buddy. Try not to scare any of the kids in the stands this time, okay?"
I see he turns to Noba. "Oh, but I'm not trying to."
Yeah, I know. We'll work on it, but maybe later. Yeah.
And
the most notable thing is Noba actually made contact, like physical contact with the card, if anyone noticed that.
Yeah, so up in the stands, Minoru looks at that. "Oh, great. We've got one like Sakugo, actually treating the cards like they're real." Sakugo is watching this very intently. Does Sakugo have an ability that does anything with that? No. No, he doesn't. But he does watch this very intently, and he's thinking to himself, "Whoa. Whoever that is, they like RAICARD just as much as I do." And
For real.
for real. And now it is Ipswitch's turn. So, just like with Noba, you start off by drawing 2 cards, and you always have access to your staples. So which of your cards not in your side deck and not in your staples do you want? Your 2.
I don't have. What's funny is that I don't have that many cards. At least that aren't in my staples or my side deck, but I guess I would pull out Deep Blue Hydra and the Eldritch Ceremony.
Okay. All right. So, Ipswitch places down his ace, the Deep Blue Hydra. Not pulling any punches here. Coming out from a torrent of water in the card rises the multiple heads of the Draconic Hydra. It lets out a mighty roar, which shakes the stadium.
Noba kind of looks at it and like bows respectfully, like, "Oh, you have a really cool friend right there."
Hydra raises an eyebrow and kind of like tilts its main head kind of upward as like a yes, regale like me. Ghidorah. Yes, yeah, I was thinking it's like Ghidorah, like a water Ghidorah.
I could see it, yeah.
And Ipswitch then lays down Eldritch Ceremony. As he places it down, a sort of choir starts playing, like it starts coming out of the card, but like there's also a choir song that's coming out as well. And a torch comes out of that card, and it stays on the field, and it has blue fire in the torch. Now, because it is the second turn of the game, you can actually attack. You can attack with Hydra.
Can I take from my side deck?
So your side deck, you can use your prep to switch out one of the cards in your hand for a card in your side deck. So currently, well, you played the cards in your hand. So I guess you could use your prep to take out one of the cards in your side deck. So if you want to do that, sure, because you have 2 prep, might as well.
I do have 2 prep. I think I'll pull out Fisher's Hook, but I'm not going to use it yet.
Okay. All right. So, after getting that set up, Ipswitch quickly, like very swiftly, goes into his pocket and takes out Fisher's Hook. And I'm imagining like he puts it in his sleeve, waiting for the next turn so that he can like act like he always had it in his hand. Now, would you like to have Deep Sea Hydra attack either Spirit or Darkness?
Spirit.
Okay. Now, since it is strong, the win is instant. Deep Sea Hydra reels a head back and fires out a beam of water straight at Spirit. Spirit, his eyes widen. He tries to turn and get away, but he is confined to the card as the beam hits him and he vaporizes, sending himself to the graveyard.
But Spirit's ability, I think it just goes straight back to my hand.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you are correct. However, as Spirit goes to the graveyard, Spirit's body then frees itself from the card and flies up. And it goes back into Noba's hand.
Alright, it's my turn again then, I guess.
So, now you pick one card that you have not already used from your normal deck, or anything from your staple.
I think I'm gonna, draw my ace. Nobody.
Ooh, okay.
As metagaming, I know this is a bad decision, but Noba does not know this is a bad decision.
Oh, I see what's about to happen, I think. Ooh.
So, do I have to, like, can I do invocation and then play a card, or does it have to be play a monster card, then use the invocation?
You are meant to play a monster card and then an invocation.
Because I want to play the invocation first. Is that allowed?
Yeah, sure, why not?
So, Noba is now going to, realize that something crazy is going on and play Black Hole. I gotta fight Dave in the finals. Black Hole,
Ooh,
go!
okay, so you're hinging on your baggage for that.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Ooh, okay. Okay, oh wait. And destroy all warriors and items. Ooh. Ooh, okay. As Noba plays Black Hole, it does open a vortex, an actual black hole that starts sucking in Hydra, as well as the ceremonial torch. Hang on, I'm looking at your abilities again. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, but okay, never mind. I was going to say you could use your prep to stop this, but it says that that's for a non-card action. Never mind. Okay. So the black hole sucks up Hydra, and before it gets fully sucked in, it uses one of its last heads to look at Ipswitch and gives like a nod, like, avenge me, before it gets sucked up and the torch along with it.
Balls.
Now that is gone, will you be playing Nobody?
Yes. I play me! Noba just like... I don't know how you want to explain this. I'm picturing
Okay.
they, like, put a card down and
Before
then
you do,
What?
before you do, Ipswitch hears that and looks confused.
Oh, so this is the first time he's actually hearing his monsters speak.
No, because I'm assuming Noba said, I'm going to play me.
Oh, that part. Oh, that's what he was reacting to.
No,
Okay, yeah.
Ipswitch has seen his monsters like react to him, but him hearing Noba yell, I'm going to play me. Because he did play with his deck back home. And he knows like the people back home are kind of weird. Like some of the people he's played against while looking are weird. This is the strangest to him by far.
As Noba plays the card down for Nobody, Noba disappears, like blips out of existence, just gone, and then from the card appears
Noba.
and everyone in the crowd is shocked. Now, Dave is not as shocked as everybody else because Noba has battled Dave already. Dave has seen this. However, he shakes his head while Celeste is currently biting his head. And he shakes it. It surprises me every time. Every time I see it. Now, Andy's not surprised. Andy's seen this all the time. Oh, it's Nova's secret weapon! And, oh, go ahead.
Ipswitch is going to raise his hand, and he's going to look at Nova on the field and just say,
That seems like cheating.
Raika flies down, looks at the card.
Well, it is a legal card.
She, like, the UFO, the UFO, like, has a little scan gun come out of it, and it scans the card, and, like, it comes back on the screen. Legal.
Yep, it is official.
But there was nobody to play the cards.
And Nobody's like, oh, I can still talk. I just command my deck from here. They can move on their own.
Nova pulls out the cards to show that they can still use the cards. Here, like, mute.
Oh, yeah.
Does that.
Oh, alrighty, no rules broken.
And the guy in the suit in the management room is, like, banging on the door. Not coming out, but just banging on the door. Looking even more angry.
Okay,
like, again, Ipswitch has played with other people. He's played with home rules before as well. And he still hasn't seen anything like this, let alone known it was tournament viable.
So was nobody the base nobody a strong warrior, or was the
I think it's
the true self the strong warrior?
I accidentally set nobody in, like, the description as warrior strong, but it's really just warrior normal. The true self is
Okay,
warrior strong.
all right, that's fine then. Okay, then in that case, if you are going to attack, then oh wow, you could. I just realized you could end this.
Oh, wow.
You could end this duel or this battle if you wanted to.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Because if you use your staple to summon another darkness,
Okay.
then your first darkness and your second darkness could all attack.
Well, actually, only me and my first darkness could attack because I deleted my first darkness.
Hold on. I'm being called somewhere.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, on all competitors' fields. Oh, I didn't read that right. Okay, well then. I guess you can't quite finish it, but you'll get them down to 1 health.
Yeah. Let's wait for Bruce to
Well,
get back.
we'll wait for him to get back.
I'm not gonna transform this round because, like, they won't do that unless they make it to the finals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or unless, like, someone really makes them mad. What was I gonna say?
No, I haven't checked on the chat in a while. I'm just curious. I'm gonna pull up the chat, see if we got any more comments.
Oh, there's someone named Jody88 who said interesting.
Interesting.
I don't know what point in time that happened though.
Yeah, I don't either, but
I'm gonna mute for a second.
okay.
back.
All right. Oops, hasn't come back yet.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for us to get the lore we talked about of Noba becoming terrified of Celeste.
That will be coming.
Like, Noba's like, I fear no man, but that thing, she scares me.
She scares me. Did you see what she did to Dave's head? And his mustache?
Hello, I'm back.
Yay.
Okay. All right. So, are you going to be summoning another darkness to do 2 damage?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Noba summons a new darkness.
Noba's like, hey buddy, and gives like a little thumbs up with their mitten hand.
Darkness does the same thing with the shadow hand, and they now. How does like base Noba actually attack? Like, do they just punch?
I feel like they use like that fireball I drew above their head, like they throw a little orb.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then, Noba and Darkness, they lunge forward. Darkness wraps itself around Ipswitch. Ipswitch can actually feel it. It's kind of unnerving. And this already takes away a damage, or 1 health, but Noba flies in, firing a fireball, hitting Ipswitch in the face, causing another damage. Ipswitch is now on 1 HP.
Uh-oh.
It is now his turn again, and thanks to Eldritch Ceremony, a new torch appears on the field.
Oh boy.
So, now you do have Fisher's Hook, so you can definitely use that this turn. So let's see what your options are. You can use one of your staples. You can
How many cards can I play in 1 turn?
So you're able to play 1 regular monster card, a 2 if it's a staple, or you can do any of your other staples, or instead of a staple, you can use your invocations. So it's either you play a monster or an item with a staple, or a monster or an item with an invocation. So typically 2, unless one of your cards allows you to play another card.
Can I use one of my prep time to play a card, and that doesn't count to the 2 I play?
Let me check that.
I have an idea.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we could work with that. Man, I'm actually I'm interested because I want to see if he's got a way to get out of this.
Oh no. He's got more cards, but I overthought this strategy.
Yeah, well, I think the thing was like he has no real protection against a invocation that can destroy no, he does. If he played divine intervention, he would have been safe from that card, at least with his torches or with the ceremonial torches. But he didn't play that, so without that card, he couldn't stop that from getting rid of that. And then, well, I don't think he has any way of stopping it from taking away his monsters.
Oh, hi, Boop.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. All right, so yes, we can give that a shot. So what is your plan?
All right, so my first plan of action. I'm going to use my last prep time to summon Charybdis Scuttlers onto the field.
Okay, I was thinking you were going to do that. Okay. So, and you also do get to draw another card. So you can't draw Deep Blue Hydra, but you can draw or Eldritch Ceremony, but you don't have a reason to draw that one. So you can draw Old Father Dagon or Divine Intervention.
I was going to actually, since it doesn't say, at least on Charybdis Scuttlers, well, does it say that it blocks out one of my staples if I use a prep time card?
No. You can still use a staple.
Oh, cool. I'm going to play Weight of the Sea.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. And then, okay, all right. So, you have your one ceremonial torch. You summon Charybdis Scuttlers. What do they? I imagine they kind of look like crabs. That's what I imagine in my head.
The visual in my head is like the Turnip 28 crab.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like the weird big crab with like, I guess the writers would be little fishmen.
So you use Weight of the Sea as well. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, that won't work. Never mind. Okay. So. Ipswitch plays the Scuttlers as a crab-like creature appears. Does not appear to be that powerful. And then plays Weight of the Sea. As this card is played, the cards in Noba's deck slides down inside of a whirlpool that appeared under it.
Whoa.
Now, here's the only issue. Your Scuttlers can't... Or wait, no. Ooh.
It's because if my Scuttlers are destroyed...
Right, yeah. That's actually a big brain move. Okay, yeah. So are you going to send your Scuttler into battle?
Can I play my last card?
Your Fisher's Hook?
Yeah, I have my Fisher's Hook in my deck. Or in my hand.
In your hand. Well, you can only play one, like either a staple or an invocation. So, because you used Weight of the Sea, you can't also use Fisher's Hook.
Oh, no, Fisher's Hook isn't an invocation, it's an item. I forgot to mark that down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Let me actually do that so we don't get confused again.
that would be good. Yeah, because I thought it was an invocation. Okay, well
No,
then, yeah, that's different. Okay, yeah, sure. All right.
No, it is an item card because I know I had when creating Ipswitch, I had everything but an item card. So when I had that last card to make, it's like, okay, I'll make an item.
Okay. So, Ipswitch then plays Fisher's Hook. Now, I just want to see if Sakugo has the skill to tell if Ipswitch... Actually, you know what? Let's have both Noba and Sakugo roll a 2d6 to see if we have the skill to tell if Ipswitch was cheating there or not.
Oh, I got a 5 and a 4.
You did. Okay. So both Sakugo and Noba have the suspicion that Ipswitch wasn't supposed to have that card in his hand. His hand does look a little bit bigger than it did before, but what is your skill? I should have looked at that actually. Your Noba's skill. Oh, you do have one skill. Okay, so Noba does know that Ipswitch did switch, like, was not supposed to have that many cards in his hand. So he must have cheated at some point. Do they want to say anything?
Noba's just gonna ask them without, or ask Ipswitch without, really calling it out to the officiant. Where did you get that card? It seems like out of turn.
Deck.
Okay.
Easily convinced.
Noba's not really convinced. They're just like not good at confrontation.
As Ipswitch plays Fisher's Hook, a hook appears out of the water beneath the scuttlers and digs itself into it, which seems to power it up. Now, it does not go up in rank. It gives it overwhelm. Now, if you do send it into battle, it will still be destroyed, but we know what that will do, so do you want to do that anyway? You won't take damage from that.
Yes, I would want to do that anyway.
Okay. Who do you want it to attack, just for visual sake?
For visual, what were the monsters on...
It's Noba themselves or Darkness.
Darkness.
Ipswitch commands the scuttler as it scuttles close to Darkness. Oh. Like, Darkness is afraid of this thing. Like, it...
It's weird.
It looks like a crab, but it's not moving like a crab, and it's moving fast. And as it gets close enough to Darkness swats it away, which seemingly works. The scuttler flies back, lands on its back, and its like legs kind of kick in the air before they curl in, as if it was dead. However, its shell then starts to crack. And as it cracks fully open, two smaller scuttlers, also with fish hooks in them, crawl out.
Ew.
And that is the end.
Having a memory.
Oh.
They're just visibly remembering being born.
When they did that?
What?
Do you want to have like an actual baggage thing for that?
Sure.
Like a baggage scene?
Yeah. Noba like recoils
As
a little bit.
Noba witnesses that, a memory flashes in their mind of them seeing nothing but darkness. The only thing that they knew that was around them at that time, other than darkness, was a weeping. A very quiet but very present weeping. And eventually, there was a crack in the darkness. Like something trying to cut the darkness open. And eventually, the crack widened. It widened enough for Noba to make their way through. And as they did make their way through, the memory ends. So, this is going to give you 2 advantage.
Oh no.
Because so you already had advantage because you want to face Dave in the finals.
Oh boy.
And now you have another advantage because you got your memory. So, it is Noba's turn again. So, what will you draw now?
Isn't my like draw pile locked? But I have
Oh,
spirit
that's
in my
right,
hand.
you can't. I forgot about... Ooh, okay. So yeah, you can't draw anything. So you have your staples, and you have spirit left.
Good use of the advantage.
Well, hey, if Yu-Gi-Oh's taught me anything, believe in the heart of the cards. There's some way to win here.
If Yu-Gi-Oh has taught me anything, we could teach alien life how to duel.
If alien life does exist, we should teach them how to duel.
I'll teach them how to duel.
Oh my gosh.
And what's funny is he does.
Yes.
He does.
Noba's.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at my cards.
Yeah, because the only thing that you can get from your deck is spirit because it was still in your hand.
I'm gonna.
Ne-
Yeah, I'm gonna play spirit, and then I'm gonna use weaken.
Okay.
And weaken's basically just a free fireball, I guess.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Well, that means you win.
Well, actually, wait.
Yeah, because Ipswitch only has 1 health left.
But what about the Scuttler blockers?
That does direct damage. Like,
Oh,
like that,
they only
that
block.
just yeah, they block monster attacks. They can't stop if you... No, never mind. I keep forgetting that says no non-card action that you can stop. Yeah, no, if you had a card that would stop spell cards from being used, you could stop that, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
So,
but Noba's not sorry at Ipswitch.
Noba,
Sorry.
with renewed resolve, puts their hands together and creates a fireball. Playing their card Weaken, it fires straight past the Scuttlers and hits Noba once again in the face, causing him to fall backwards, just like the Scuttler that broke open, and his life points go to 0.
I'm just imagining when it flew past the little Scuttlers, it actually like blew the 2 away.
Yes.
Like it blew them hard enough to where, like on the thing, they flew off the side, so they just kind of vanish.
Yes. And Raika comes down once again.
And the winner of our first match is Noba Nobody!
Andy's cheering. Yeah, I knew you could do it. And Celeste, she
she was beating on Dave's back, and Dave was going, ow, 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 ow.
Daddy wasn't supposed to lose.
And then she looks angrily at Noba. But as she gets a closer look at Noba, because she had not actually paid attention to Noba this whole time, she had just been watching Ipswitch. But she sees Noba's face, and her angry expression softens very quickly. Now, as Noba gets their cards back, they get spat out of the whirlpool. They get their deck back.
Wet.
Yes.
I'm thinking regular RAICARD cards wouldn't get wet, but Noba needs to dry theirs off because they're technically not official.
I mean, that would make sense because they're not the high tech cards that Raisho makes. Would Noba like to help Ipswitch up?
Yes. Noba goes over and helps Ipswitch up, being like, "That was super fun. It wasn't until recently I even knew battles could be fun."
Ipswitch, does get up and kind of lifts Noba up because of how giant he is compared to them. Let's go over and looks down, and it's just,
What cards? What cards are those?
Oh, they're my friends.
Ipswitch would then look up to where Celeste is, assuming, Dave, right?
No,
Yeah, Dave.
Noba directly meant that the cards are their friends. Like, they're friends with their cards.
No, he doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right, he assumed, and he looked up to I'm guessing Andy's sitting next to Dave, right?
Yeah.
He looks up at Andy a bit, and then looks back down at Noba, and it's just,
I cannot believe this is.
No, they're
What?
no, they're mine. Let's talk inside the room place.
And they go back into the waiting room as everyone is moving out, as things are getting prepared for the second round. And as they get in there, Dave goes over with Celeste. Here you go. She was an angel. And he has visible bite marks and hair missing. His half of his mustache was ripped off.
Ipswitch grabs Celeste, puts her on his shoulder.
I'm just picturing she's on his shoulder the way my cat once stepped onto my back while I bent over, by a shelf. The cat stepped onto my back and was just standing there.
and she crawls over to Ipswitch's ear.
Daddy, who was that?
And she's looking over at Noba.
And Noba's like,
Ipswitch. Yeah.
Noba's trying to explain that they summon their cards from the card world. They know them personally, but I'm not sure how they would put it into words per se.
Just kind of jumbled.
Yeah, Noba's trying to explain it, but they've never explained
that's
it
what
to
I
an
was.
adult before.
That's what I was thinking. They're trying, but they're just
Well, it's kind of they exist, not here, but they exist somewhere else, and I call them with the cards.
just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it sounds incomprehensible to anyone else, but Ipswitch understands it.
As Ipswitch listens to this, he thinks back.
thinks back to something that his wife Shauna had said before she left, where she had told him, "There's more to these cards, Xavier. They know things that we don't."
Ipswitch is thinking on this moment, and he did kind of space out slightly until it tunes back in, and he just hears Noba's like incoherent rambling again.
He also notices now that Celeste is not on his back anymore. She is now down by Noba, and I'm imagining Noba is so into their like explanation that they don't notice Celeste is right there.
Oh no.
And then they turn and they see the giant eyes of Celeste staring directly at them.
Yee.
It's like those fish islands photos of like a dog. Where
Yeah.
the eyes are just cross-eyed.
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm nobody.
Nobody.
And she like latches on to their leg.
Nobody's not used to physical contact.
Ipswitch just quickly remove Celeste from Noba's leg.
I'm imagining it's like that one SpongeBob episode where he kept running to the door of the Krusty Krab and Squidward kept pulling him off. I'm imagining it's like that, where Ipswitch keeps pulling her off, but then she just runs back to Noba's leg.
Yeah.
Yes.
And while that's going on, Sakugo walks over to them. "Hey, that was an awesome match!"
Thanks.
Ipswitch again.
Get off.
Ipswitch like is too focused on Celeste to notice anybody talking to him.
I mean, you both did great, but man, I was kind of shocked. I mean, I've never seen anyone who likes RAICARD as much as me.
Likes RAICARD?
Minoru walks up.
He means talking to the cards. He's the only one that I know who does that.
Wait, most people can't hear them?
No, they're cards.
It's a bomb. They're bomb.
From a bomb factory.
Like the
They're bombs.
They're bombs. A bomb factory.
Noba's like, well, how do I say this? Dark One has been swearing. Dark One swears a lot. Spirit doesn't talk much, but that's just because they don't like small talk. And Darkness is actually a really nice guy.
I thought it was gonna be Noba going like, and Darkness, yeah.
Sakugo's got stars in his eyes.
I know exactly what you mean. I mean, Neo, well, I mean, she can be a little, too nice at times, but I mean, she's a great battler. And then there's my best buddy ever, Genesis. I mean, he is my buddy in RAICARD battles all the time. And at the name Genesis, Noba remembers that name, but they can't place where or why, but it is familiar.
Huh. Did I have a card like that once? I can't remember.
And Tatsugumi walks in. "Yeah, I mean, that was pretty impressive. I would have won faster, but
you know, my match is coming up next, so you'll see.
Okay.
And Minoru gives him a side eye as Sakugo. He still looks all fired up. Well, I'm really excited to see what you can do. And the second match, and a new drone flies in, and it shows that it is Dave going up against one of the gossip contestants. He looks to Noba. Hey, you better be cheering for me, because I'm going to win.
Yes, sir.
You got this, Dad?
And then Celeste was even cheering for him.
Yay, Hairface Man!
And as they sit down, as they move back to the stands in order to watch Dave's match, we end tonight's session.
Wow.
Yay!
Woo! We did it!
Yes.
That was
I like
fun.
this game.
I do too.
Me too.
This is fun. I think the strategy is going to be really cool. Because I didn't know who would win. I honestly didn't. At first, it looked like it was for sure going to be Noba, but then you had that good strategy with the Scuttlers. If Noba didn't have the card that would just take 1 damage from you,
It's because I was thinking of playing Ravaging Whirlpool. And you did bring up, you can summon Dagon, but I thought to myself, I don't have enough summons yet for Dagon.
right?
I was debating between Ravaging Whirlpool and just taking 1 life from Noba or Weight of the Sea. And I thought it would have been better for Weight of the Sea, because then my next turn I would have played Ravaging Whirlpool.
I mean, that really was the play. If Noba didn't have Weaken, I don't know what Noba would have really done, because I mean, at the very least, Noba could have beaten your Scuttlers, but couldn't have finished the game, and then you would have gotten your second torch.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you could have come back. There was a version of this fight where you could have come back, but
There was definitely a version, but I like that. I like the strategy.
yeah, me too. I'm excited. I'm excited for session 2, which I suppose we will attempt to do this as many Sundays as we can.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna click
Well-
stop streaming. Is there anything you want to tell our 2 concurrent viewers?
I will tell them to be on the lookout for the edited version of this episode, or session, but I'm going to call it an episode, which will be on my channel. Link in the description, Penguin CJP.
If you use Tumblr, I have that. I doubt it. I doubt anybody fucking uses Tumblr. I rarely post there like my YouTube channel.
but it is there, so be on the lookout for the edited version of this, and we will be back hopefully next Sunday.
Yeah. I'm gonna click stop streaming.